24 November 2025, 350th anniversary of Shahidi Divas, that is Martyrdom Day of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, whose lifespan was 1621 to 1675. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was born on 1st April 1621 in Amritsar to Guru Har Gobind Ji, the sixth Sikh Guru, and Mata Nanki Ji. He was the youngest son. His childhood name was Tyag Mal, meaning master of renunciation. After showing exceptional bravery in the Battle of Kartarpur against the Mughals at just 14 years of age, his name was changed to Tegh Bahadur by Guru Har Gobind Ji, his father, in recognition of his bravery in battle. Tegh Bahadur means brave wielder of the sword. Tyag Mal, that is young Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji fighting bravely with the Mughal soldiers under the watchful eyes of his father Guru Har Gobind Ji. त्याग मल जो कि गुरु तेग बहादुर जी दे बचपन ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੈ, ਬੜੀ ਬਹਾਦਰੀ ਨਾਲ ਮੁਗਲ ਸਿਪਾਹੀਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਲੜਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਿਤਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਨਿਗਰਾਨੀ ਵਿੱਚ। त्यागमल जो कि गुरु तेग बहादुर जी के बचपन का नाम है, बड़ी बहादुरी से मुगल सिपाहियों के साथ लड़ते हुए अपने पिता गुरु हरगोबिंद जी की निगरानी में। Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji spent much of his early life in meditation, prayer, spiritual reflection and studying Sikh philosophy in Bakala, living a life of humility and deep devotion. After Guru Har Kishan Ji left for his heavenly abode in 1664, Tegh Bahadur Ji was anointed as the ninth Guru of the Sikhs. After becoming Guru, he did not immediately reveal himself in pomp but lived quietly in Bakala. Makhan Shah Labada, a wealthy merchant and a devout Sikh, had once prayed to Guru Har Kishan Ji to save his ship during a storm. When his prayer was answered, he vowed to offer 500 gold coins to the Guru. To keep his promise, Makhan Shah Labana travelled to Bakala, where many impostors claimed to be the next Guru after Guru Har Kishan Ji. Makhan Shah tested each claimant by offering only 2 gold coins. All accepted it without question until he met Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, who was meditating in solitude. Guruji, without hesitation, said, "You had promised 500 gold coins. Why offer only 2?" Overwhelmed, Makhan Shah climbed to the rooftop and shouted, "Guru Ladore, Guru Ladore," meaning, "I have found the Guru." This moment publicly affirmed Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji as the ninth Sikh Guru ending the confusion and restoring clarity to the Sikh community. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji undertook extensive journeys called Udasis across Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Bengal and Assam, spreading the message of peace, equality and devotion to God. During his travels to Assam, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji helped mediate peace between the Ahom king and his rivals. The place where he stayed is now known as Dhuba Dham near Guwahati. In those days, there lived a group of black magicians who believed they had great powers. They got jealous of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji because of his growing popularity and increasing number of followers. First, they tried to frighten him with deadly illusions. Guruji didn't flinch. Then they threw a giant stone at him while he was meditating under a tree. The stone flew through the air and fell to the ground with a soft thud without even touching Guruji. Next, they uprooted a massive peepal tree and hurled it towards Guruji. The peepal tree gently bowed before Guruji as if paying respect and lay quietly on the ground. The magicians were stunned. Their strongest magic had failed. Guruji opened his eyes and looked at them with kindness. True power, he said softly, is not in frightening people or black magic. It lives in truth, love and humility. The magicians felt their hearts change. They fell to their knees and asked for forgiveness. Guruji forgave them with a smile and advised them to abandon black magic and follow the path of goodness. From that day onwards, the black magicians gave up their evil deeds and adopted a life of goodness and righteousness. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji founded the town of Chak Nanaki, later renamed Anandpur Sahib, which later became the birthplace of the Khalsa under Guru Gobind Singh Ji. This city remains a major pilgrimage site and a hub of Sikh identity and pride. In May 1675, a delegation of Kashmiri Brahmins led by Pandit Kirpa Ram Dutt came to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji at Anandpur Sahib. They said that they were being forced to convert to Islam by the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb and sought Guruji's help and protection against his atrocities. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji agreed to stand up for their right to religious freedom. He opposed forced conversions of Hindus to Islam and offered himself as a sacrifice to defend the right of freedom of religion. The Kashmiri Pandits seeking Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's help. कश्मीरी पंडित गुरु तेग बहादुर जी की सहायता मांग रहे हैं. कश्मीरी पंडित गुरु तेग बहादुर जी की सहायता मांग रहे हैं. Guruji told them to tell the emperor that if he could convert the Guru, they would all convert as well. Guruji was arrested, tortured and publicly beheaded in Delhi for refusing to convert to Islam and opposing the forced conversions of Hindus to Islam. His companions Bhai Mati Das ji, Bhai Sati Das ji and Bhai Dayal Das ji were also brutally executed. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's sacrifice earned him the title Hind Di Chadar, that is Shield of India or Protector of Humanity, because he stood like a shield to protect his countrymen. After his execution in Delhi, Guruji's head was secretly carried to Anandpur Sahib by Bhai Jeta ji, later Bhai Jeevan Singh, and cremated. Guruji's body was taken by Lakhi Shah Vanjara, a Sikh trader who burnt his own house to cremate Guruji's body without alerting the Mughals. Guruji's only son, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, was just 9 years old at the time of his martyrdom. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's sacrifice deeply influenced Guru Gobind Singh Ji, shaping the creation of the Khalsa. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's martyrdom in 1675 for refusing to convert to Islam under Mughal pressure is seen as a defining moment in Sikh history. He stood up for Kashmiri Pandits, defending their right to practice their faith, making him a symbol of universal religious tolerance. This act of sacrifice is commemorated annually on November 24 as Shahidi Divas, meaning Martyrdom Day, reinforcing the Sikh ethos of standing up for the oppressed. Modern human rights movements often cite Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji as one of the first global figures to defend religious liberty for people of another faith. A learned scholar and a poet, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's 115 hymns and 57 sloks are included in the Guru Granth Sahib, the central religious scripture of Sikhism. They focus on detachment, humility, the fleeting nature of life and devotion to God. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's life teaches us courage, humility and the importance of defending justice even at the cost of one's own life. His legacy continues to inspire not just Sikhs but anyone who values freedom of conscience and the courage to stand up for others.